Hi, I'm Kunsi, and today I am playing Machinarium. This is an old puzzle game from quite a few years ago, and the idea is there's a set of you're this robot, and you've got to move around and solve these puzzles. There's one puzzle per screen. So first part is to get your body. Okay, so body, there you go. Now I'm going to have to start by saying this is not the sort of game. This is not the sort of game I normally enjoy playing. I like puzzle games, but not this sort of puzzle game with a story and you've got to click various things to work it out. Although having said that, this one is quite a gentle one. I mean, and it gives you, well, sometimes it'll give you a hint. There's a little hint button up there. No hints at the moment. So can I grab things? No, I can go up. So you can move your little robot up and down, and you can grab things, and so on. And is it? Nope, a hint's not going to appear. Luckily, I know what to do next. Then you can drag things from your inventory and move them around. For instance, when it gets closer, it highlights and you can give it to the other little robot and it gives you your leg back. And so basically you can move around, you can walk, you can click on things to pick them up. You can click on other things to pick them up. And then you could, using your inventory, if you look up in the top left, you can combine two things together. And that's the sort of thing you do to solve the puzzles in the various things. And there's there's a little hint that your other arm, you see I'm missing an arm, is down in there. So yeah. So you know when you can do something because the mouse changes. Either it changes because you can click on it to a little hand or a little walking symbol. And similarly, when you have things in your inventory, you can take them out and they'll light up if they're somewhere where you can actually do something. So here, see, and if it doesn't make sense, then it won't let you do it. So my little robot's going, no, I won't do it. And if you get really stuck, you can also click this, which gives you a complete walkthrough after you've done this little game, which takes a bit of time. You'll get a complete walkthrough of the entire level. Ooh. And I'm not very good at this game. And I think you may have to go down below these. Slowly going through. And this... Yeah. And so that's the basic idea. I'm showing you the beginning. I'm not very far into it. And the reason for that is it took me quite a bit of time. I played for several hours and I got a little bit into it. Got through most of the screens without cheating too much or using these hints. And then I got to a point I was just completely stuck. And so there you can see how to do the first one. And it's just the first screen. It's like the first 5 minutes, the easy bit. So I don't think I'm cheating too much. Cheating you much to say there to show you how it's done. And the story doesn't really grab me. A little robot that's had a hard life, but the artwork's quite interesting. It all seems to be this sort of hand drawn stuff. Must have been a lot of effort to get this all done with all the animations and everything. So it's quite impressive, and then you walk off and you go on to the next one. But I got to a point, for me it took over an hour to get to it. It's probably about 5 or 6 screens in, 5 or 6 of these puzzle screens in. Just after you break out and you're at the telescope, for people who've got that far. And I could not work out how to do it. And this is the thing about these games, is I looked up the solution, and it was as if the puzzle, as if it had sort of changed the rules and on how to do it. It had trained me to do it one particular way, and then now it had completely changed. And there was no real indication that this was the case until I looked up how to do it on their little system, and I went, "Oh, that's how you do it. How could I ever have thought of that based on what I'd seen before?" Well, not. I guess I'm just not that sort of person. If you're the sort of person who really likes thinking completely out of the box, then it's probably far more your sort of, "Oh, I'm sorry, little robot, you're a bit bored." Let's see. So you've got to get a blue hat on, so you look like a blue hat, because if I pull this, it's not going to let me through, because I don't look like a policeman. No, you need a policeman's hat. Where can I find a policeman's hat? I don't know, it might be fairly obvious to people. And like there's a little hat thing. Anyway, so at that point I thought, this is not really the sort of puzzle. How do I make it blue? Blue paint. Okay. Basically, my style of solving this problem was just clicking on everything until the problems get solved. Which is not a very good way of doing it, because in puzzle games, what I enjoy about puzzle games is basically working out the system and then using the system to solve the puzzle. And you can go back over my previous one. So I don't like to be rushed for time, and you're not rushed for time here. You don't get trapped, you don't get stuck anywhere. But the system doesn't really fit to my mind. It's not making me think, or at least the way I do it, you just click on everything, and then I hit a point where I couldn't get through without doing something which it hadn't really led to me. Because there's what you're seeing here is literally the start of the game. There's no tutorial. These first levels are the tutorial, essentially, in teaching you to click on things and move up and down and reach up to things and so on and so forth. But it's it's not for me, because it does. But if you're really interested in the artwork, which is quite pretty and quite impressively drawn, if you like the story and doing puzzles at the same time, it's gentle, it's slow. Oh, I need a little light on top. That's right, I need the light. It's quite gentle. It's not going to stress you out with time or anything like that. And if you've got the time and you don't mind looking up the solution when you're required to do something that me personally, would never think of, then you might enjoy it. But I, however, am not going to spend any more time playing this game. So that's it. This is a sort of conditional, an interesting game, but not for me. But I can see that it's very pretty, and maybe it's quite standard for this sort of game. As I say, I don't normally play them. I normally play like an hour, go, oh, that's how it works, and stop. So a conditional good game, I would say. And yes, okay, I'm very sorry, little robot, that I keep making you wait. I'll stop making you wait now by saying goodbye. Yes, goodbye. It's all over now. Yes, it is. It's all over. So bye, and I will see you, the viewers, next time. But little robot, sorry, I'm just not going to see you again. You're not for me. Bye.